Aloha, and thank you for joining us. So everyone, go ahead and take a breath. You can, for new folks, take a breath in. You can stop right at the top, space between the breath, or you can breathe out, drop in at the bottom. Or if you've done it for a while, for me, I don't use the breath. It's not really a breath process. It's a cultivating how to focus your attention into neutral. If you're starting, take a breath, stop, kind of feels like holding the breath. Yet relax, let the breath keep going, yet you stay in the space between the breath. This is the key reference. I can't say enough. If you practice cultivating this, in fact, try, everyone try. Try while you're resting here. Try to hold a thought or an emotion. Not easy. Try to find an area of tension or pain in the body. You can't do it. It's like magnet. With the magnet polarized, things cling. You flip neutral, everything drops off. Same thing here. If your brain drops in neutral, everything drops. Cell memory, emotions, beliefs, judgments, all these karmas, all these things we call in our seminars, all these things drop aside. And to me, more importantly, to dissolving karma, though dissolving karma is important, dissolving things are important. We have to, in other words, if you have a computer, you understand how to delete things. You open things, and then you delete them. You don't leave things open, websites, files, folders, emails. Otherwise, the thing would stop working. You have to understand how to open and then close, collapse it, delete it. Well, same thing here with injuries, emotions, beliefs, judgments, all those things. We have to clear them, delete them every day. How do we do that? Very easy. You drop in here, Stillpoint. You hold this place, Stillpoint. And check in. How does it feel? While you're resting here, it feels really nice. For me, it feels nice. It feels like bliss. It feels like coming home. It feels like there's a reason it feels good. There's a reason that this experience feels good. Yogis have found, they found that when yogis rest here, their cells are filling up with nitric oxide. So I always tell people the key to Stillpoint is one, neutral, you don't hold things, and two, the more you rest here in Stillpoint, they found your cells increase in one key thing, cellular nitric oxide. Nitric oxide is all around us, like air. And the benefit of nitric oxide is nitric oxide, like air, has key effects that it has on certain things, processes in the body. In the same way, nitric oxide has key benefits on certain processes in the body. Mainly, they found that first and foremost was why it won the Nobel Prize, people researching nitric oxide vasodilates the entire system really fast, which makes it really good for your heart, your circulation, and your blood. Second thing nitric oxide does is it has been found to be a carrier for all sorts of neurotransmitters. So your brain produces all these key, like a tree that's flowering out different things. Well, when people are stressed, tense, no nitric oxide, no flowering. When you relax, drop into Stillpoint, rest here, increase nitric oxide, well, what does that induce? Opiates, endorphins, serotonin, dopamine, PEA, DMT, oxytocin, harmalines, and a whole vast array of lots of other key neurotransmitters and sacred compounds that induce people into being relaxed, at ease, and into higher states of consciousness, samadhi, nirvana, bliss, etc. So again, so far Stillpoint, very, very key in terms of deleting, dissolving karma, and also in inducing, opening up a ripe field and experience for the cultivation and expression of consciousness. Every day, we have the opportunity to look at the challenges we have in our life as opportunities to dissolve and free up some energy, to dissolve and free up some energy, dissolve and free up some energy. The more energy gets freed up, guess what? Now we have a nice full field of energy that can help the body. Then we rarefy that, subtle up the spine. Then we rarefy that and return it back into the essence of the universe. To me, we are more like flowers and people. The more we cultivate this and open up our real and true condition, we can do the work of what we're here to share here on planet Earth. Whether it's joy, peace, love, happiness, whatever that quality is that we've come here to share, that's the important thing that we do every day. Not the outer things. The outer things are important. We have to do them. I work my way through them. I get bumped around all day long in outer things. Then I make it here, and I fluff those things down, I dissolve those things out, and I cultivate and arrive back into this condition. This is the Lotus laser. It's all white. It is designed, it uses 16 violet lasers. 16 violet lasers. No other company does this. I tell you, this has 16 violet lasers. Fraction of the price. And right now, in some of our specials, I encourage people, if you have interest in learning more, go at the bottom, click on one of our specials. We're including this in some of our specials right now, and the Wi-Fi. We have some remarkable prices. Our prices came down recently by almost a third, because we now make everything in our building in Vermont. We hand make them, we fine tune them in the lovely state of Vermont in our barn-like building. Violet lasers are often used for cosmetic facial rejuvenation. Is great for off-the-body work, for the quantum field, for subtle emotional energy healing work, emotions, stress. I tell you, this is a phenomenal tool. It's unlike anything else. It is just revolutionary in its ability to unwind dimensional spaces, things, any karmas, things, anything oscillating like this. Violet light comes in and it very gently just says, oh, aloha. It's the violet laser, part violet laser, and also part the scalar wave, the way that we process the subtle scalar waves has a very subtle, relaxing effect. All right, what I want to do is I want to show people how to get good results. If you have a laser, turn it on and put it in your hand. This is key. If you understand this, I tell you, this is very simple, how to unwind things. How to unwind things. Turn on laser, put it in your hand on the first program. All I want you to do is check in. This is the Stillpoint response. Just check in and see. It's either going to feel, well, it feels great, your body breathes, relaxes, unwinds, or you're not going to feel much, or not going to feel good. For me, it feels okay. I could use it. It feels all right. Yet I'm not going to do that because I don't feel any significant response. So now I'm switching. I'm going to go down one to the next program. And as soon as I put this one on, for me, as soon as I put this one on, my body kind of takes a breath and starts to unwind. So I tell people it's the same thing as watching TV. You put it on, you try this. When you find the one you like, you relax, you smile, you put the remote down. If you can do that, you are overqualified. You can totally do this. Everyone in our network who has this can figure this out. It is that easy. You don't need to know any programs. There's no treatments. There's no do this for this, do this for this. You just turn it on, see how it feels. If it feels good, keep going. If you can't tell, usually just use it anyways. It feels great. Once you are able to do that, the next key thing is find an area you're having a challenge on. You know, whether it's shoulder, whether it's a knee, whether it's digestion. Whatever it is, unwind that area that you are having a challenge on. I'm going to do my shoulder for a moment. I've been having a little shoulder issue here for a little while, and so I've been unwinding it. And I'm not going to do long. I tell people, if you have our laser and you unwind something, unwind it till the area, the cells relax, everything opens up, and it resets into Stillpoint. Usually, if you're on the right program, that should take 5-10 minutes. Then the goal is if you have an injury or an organ challenge or digestion or something else or the face you want to work on, and you unwind it once, then you come back and do it again later, then you do it again. The goal is after doing it for a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, those cells have relaxed, dissolved. You've trained them, instead of being tense, tight, holding on to the cell memory, you've trained them to be relaxed, ease, and back in neutral. And it's like anything else. If you want to train something, you don't do it once and then not do it again. You do it again, you be consistent. And if you're consistent doing that, I tell you, you will unwind things. This is what I and many people in our network do on a daily basis. It works really well, and I don't understand how people on planet Earth live here without being in the daily practice of dissolving things from being in a state of compression. And again, I don't only do it with lasers, I do it every day with perception. And basically, in the same way that I'm using this to unwind and dissolve with the laser, I also use perception. I can go, if I don't have laser, go up with perception and invite something to start to unwind and dissolve. Stillpoint, we are in the business of dissolving things. That is what we are doing. If you're interested in that, then this is probably a good place for you to hang out and be. Because that's what we do. That's what I do in every moment. Dissolve, dissolve, dissolve. Biggest issue I see on planet Earth is everyone from last age is holding on to stuff from the past. And then they project it into the future. So they define their future based on their past. And all I'm saying is, that's a nice trip, you know. It's nothing to write home about, but, it's what's happening here. It's not that exciting because we already experienced the past. What do you want to experience the same beliefs and judgments and injuries and emotions for again? If you already experienced it, what value is it? No value. So clear it, delete it, see what the next moment. When you're coming from the past, you cut off the entire nonlinear relativity of the universe and beyond. As soon as you clear the inertia of the past, you open up, allow the energy of the universe to start to open and cultivate and flower you into a whole new moment. All right, that's great. That feels fantastic. So that is a very simple way to unwind a thing. Once you understand, and this is key, once you understand that principle, if you are able to unwind any given thing, then you're good to go. It's like plumbing. Once you understand how to put the thing through, if that doesn't work, open it up, clear it, resolder it. Once you get that, you can go to town on any plumbing operation, any house, any situation. You dig in, you can open it, clear it, no problem. But once you understand how to dissolve things, one, by doing Stillpoint, everyone take breath, drop in. Well, what did we learn earlier? Once you're here, you can't hold stuff. Try holding thought or an emotion. Try holding area of tension or pain. You can't do it. And nitric oxide fills in, which releases, relaxes, and opens up really nice states of bliss and exciting things.
I was on the table for an unwind process with Paul, and he had me on, and I've just kind of been a harder case because of, all the things I've been exposed to, having autoimmune challenges my whole life. And what ended up happening is he was doing the Lotus laser, which is the white laser for those of you who are getting acquainted with it. And what he did was I was on the table, and all of a sudden, I just felt like finally my whole body just let go. Thinking about it makes me emotional because it just felt so good just to feel like, I can take a break and I'm not a frantic person. And then I didn't know what he's doing, come to find out that my husband told me he took one of the probes, I think it was the violet probe, for about 10 feet, and he was running it, and all of a sudden I just started like bawling. I just started crying. Something about now, it was just a most amazing relief, and people go, what were you crying about? And I go, I don't know. It was just a release at the deepest level. I don't even remember how long it lasted, but it was just a feeling of like, whew, finally I'm gonna be okay. I'm gonna be all right. My body's gonna be able to calm down. I'm gonna be able to heal. All is right with the world. So thank you to Paul and Lily, really, for creating this. My name is Rebecca Randall. I'm from Encinitas, California, and I love my laser.